Hello everyone, in today's chess video we'll be talking about the Alekhine's defense. We usually say it in Arabic as Alekhine'S defense. So as you know, in the 1900s Alekhine was a great chess player and a grandmaster. So let's head towards the board. And first of all, this video is sponsored by chess.com. You can join by clicking the link in the description. So let's move towards the board and let's see how to play the Alekhine'S defense or Alekhine'S defense. So Alekhine'S defense is a hypermodern response to e4, which means you can play it as black, and when white plays e4, the Alekhine'S defense starts. So black lets white establish a presence in the center with the goal of proving it overextended. Although at this stage black can just simply play knight to f6 is only black's 8th most popular response to e4. It scores as well as much more common moves like number 1. We can just simply play the black mostly plays e6, and this transposes this game to French defense, and or he can play just d6, and now we are in a pierce defense. So what this was the so back to our starting position. In Alekhine's defense, white plays e4, black plays knight to f6. So the game always continue for with the two move is the black plays e5, and what does the black play? Knight to d5. so knight to d5 followed mostly by black plays d4, or white plays d4 and black plays d6. So now black is looking to exchange the pieces. So black's third move in this first little poke at white center. So this was the main starting position of the Alekhine'S defense. So we have played the first 3 moves, or we can just simply play, say we played the first 4 moves. So white has 2 main 4th moves in Alekhine'S defense. Either white can play knight to f3, the modern variation, and or the c4. Now white can just simply play c4, attacking this knight, which turns this game into the exchange variation. After e takes d5, or black takes e takes d5, or pawn to f4. So if white's turn, white can just simply play this. So now the game is in for pawn attack. So white and black have the same main goal in each variation. White is trying to hold ground in the center and black is trying to take it down. So let's head back towards the first variation, which is the modern variation. So the modern variation is white's most popular choice, focusing on developing to support the center with pieces. It is called the modern in comparison to the more classical approach of continuing to place pawns in the center. So black's main response at the main line is in the 4th move. So let's just head back toward the end, start from the center. Black can just simply play knight to f6, white advances, black moves this. So black main responses are the main line is like whether white has, let's just say white plays this and now you play bishop to g4. So now we are in the exchange variation. This is called the Albert variation, where instead of playing this, white can just simply play bishop to f6 and now black can develop its piece. So all three knights, so all three move fight for e5. The main line pins one of the white defender of the square. The Albert variation will hit e5 after the bishop to g7. So this was our modern variation with bishop to g5, where in the fourth move black brings out the bishop to g4, and here the game can transpose into many variations. So what was the exchange variation? In the fourth move, after c4 was played, then we play the c4. Black plays knight to b4. E takes d6, and black can and does recapture all three ways of the pawn. Either he can capture with the c7 pawn or e7 pawn, or he can just capture with the queen. So black can either keep the pawn structure symmetry with e takes d6. Now black kept his pawn structure, or he can take this with the queen. So now this was the exchange variation, and the black has a more advantage over white, as its knight is more developed stage, in more developed stage. So the another variation is of the Alekhine'S defense is 4-pawn attack, where white most controversial response to Alekhine'S defense, although it establishes a gigantic center, white gives black much better statistical chance than in the exchange variation. The main continuation for black is I always open the game from the center. Now we e5, after c4, bishop pawn takes, black takes the e5 pawn, white plays bishop to f5, sacrificing its sorry, I just forgot that you can play some extra other variation, like instead of taking the pawn, black can just play bishop to f5, or black can simply play pawn to g6. So now we are in a 4-pawn attack variation. So this was the Alekhine'S defense, where you should know that it starts with it's a good response by black against the e4 pawn. When black plays c4, you develop a knight. You just simply develop a knight, and if white again attacks you with the pawn, you just move your knight, and now you can just simply go for the game. So this was the Alekhine'S defense, and this was the Alekhine'S defense modern variation. So I hope you like the video, and make sure to like and subscribe my channel videos. So this video was sponsored by chess.com.